What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Fellas. How was your weekend?
It
be weekending.
It was
be weekending.
It was drunknificent. Let's just say that.
Drunknificent.
And my eyes was rolling through it, man, like I drunk a million drinks. But trust me, I haven't touched one today. It was just the way the weekend treated. Let's just say that.
Man said he's hungover.
Hungover as hell. Listen, and I'll complain while I'm hungover, but today's one of them days, man. I came in here, say, Coach, man, my head. Well, it's not pounding as much now, you know. I would expect having a conversation like this with my head, but it's actually cooled down a bit. So.
Damn it, Bobby.
Bobby in the building. Shout out to Bobby, man.
Bobby.
Everywhere. My man at the baseball field. My man be at the crib. My man be in the swimming pool. He might be, you know, watching his behind, man. Listening to STWF. That's all love, man. It's all support, man. We appreciate you.
Please don't.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying he may be. I'm
saying if he was so inclined, please don't.
Hold on. I was watching the other night. I was hearing the tap on. I showed my brother some love. You know what I'm saying? So, and all, man, everybody tapped in, man. Show love, man. Y'all know.
Smokey back here taking the shit.
Yes. Deuce.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else though.
You know what I'm saying? We rally high, man. All streaming platforms, man. We on right now, man. Tag a friend. Come along. Play call sheet, off-season edition. Y'all know how we doing it. We've been going on all season with some interesting things on top of the few news stories that they are in sports. We'll continue that today.
And we'll have pissing people off with tier lists.
Yes. But this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be interesting because maybe this sparks a lot of fan bases, you know what I'm saying? We shocked a whole bunch of fan bases already with QBs, running backs, wide receivers. Wide receivers last week, we really didn't get a lot of flack. So what's
cool? Now, all we had last week was them crybaby ass Louisiana folks. That's all we had.
Wow.
Those Cajun crybabies.
Hey, oh, dub it, trademark that.
It's like a crybaby, but a little spicy, right? Like,
you know what I'm saying? If you just tuning in to us now, man, shout out to the participants that do love notes. You know what I'm saying? STWF TV, show was on earlier. So shout out to them for doing the thing. I see some new cats earlier today too. Yes, and Ben Media, guys. Speaking on sports and stuff like that. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? You start your early Monday with some great content. You're gonna end your night here at STWF
nice
Studios.
Show.
Great content, man. So shout out to everybody, man.
Hey, before we get started, prayers out to Chris, man. He's got his settlement coming up. Hope everything's worked out for you, man.
He's talking shit at you.
Ain't that a bitch?
I'm playing, Chris.
It be the ones you think you know. Oh man.
Shout out to Chris, man. He wished everybody a good money. Hold on. That's why he was wishing everybody a good money making Monday, because he's trying to get some cash. So, Chris, if you do get some cash, you should listen here. I'll give my address this time.
That's wild, bro.
Bobby wants to mute you, Will.
I know he does. He can never. Hey, I'll come on the show and you can mute me every time when y'all win 12 games.
Damn.
Now that's a bond. That's a bond for this one season.
Win 12. Collectively, it's gonna take a while. We know.
I will say this. This is my first season being part of the SEC battle. This is going to be interesting and a lot of fun, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's brutal over here. See, it's funny because from the outside, it looked like all we do is defend each other, because we do. But then when it comes time, it's like a brother thing. Like,
It's exactly a brother thing.
It's like, yo, once we outside in the yard, ain't no more teams, bro. It's us.
I can talk about you, can't nobody else talk about you.
Right.
My brother's leaving for the SEC, not being the shitty playground known as the ACC.
Yeah. Just pick a team, bro. Just move. Like BC can
I can't.
BC can be.
My heart won't let me. My heart won't let me.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is BC's in the hood. I mean, it's from the hood. We good. I mean, you grew up there. We know that. We love them. But pick a team. Just pick a team that can compete some years, like Cincinnati or something.
We ain't gonna tell nobody.
Not a soul.
I have faith that BC's gonna turn it around this year.
Hey,
I like the coaching hire.
We can close these episodes. Nobody has to know.
SMU said the same thing. You got to move on sometime, man.
I can't move on, man.
You know how many ponies stopped riding, man? It was quick, right? He said playoff ban, death penalty. Fuck this school.
That's the crazy thing about it. We ain't got none of that
shit. And here you are, loyal as hell. I'm just saying, come on home. Come on home. Just
Harvard.
So
he gonna what? He'll only move over. It'll be like Rutgers. It's like, come on.
No, Vandy.
Y'all want me to be cool with St. Davis, huh?
Gonna be a Vandy fan.
Oh man,
brutal.
They got a good baseball team.
Indeed, they do.
They definitely do.
He said anyone but Georgia.
We
live in Atlanta. It must be real lonely.
I think he's a Georgia Tech fan. I think.
Yeah, it's rough. Y'all throw 4 passes this decade.
Ain't running the wing tee still.
Quadruple option. Like, what is happening here? Like, we ran out of linemen.
So we just pissing everybody off tonight. So we're gonna keep it going, man.
Yeah, I got starshititis today, apparently. Jesus.
CJ Stroud. He came out and he says that he would want Eli Manning's career more than Will's favorite quarterback. A-Rod.
Also, can we just point out the predictive quality that this show has? I recently, just last show, made that case when we were talking about careers that I would take Eli over Bradshaw and Montana. The Montana one's a little crazy, but we
already have. You too late, man. We already did.
Too late. just like on the field, too late. Like just
to turn back now.
Yeah. It's over. Yeah, so, Bobby, exactly. You got to finish that sentence when you say that. you pause for effect, and it ended up a different type of pause.
No diddy.
But yeah, I mean, obviously with a little bit of tongue in cheek, just fucking around. But yeah, look. Here's the thing: when it all goes down, when it all gets talked about, and who's the great. Now he's saying it over Brady. That's a little wild, obviously.
Right.
Because that's too many rings. That's too much dominance. But like, yeah, some of the other quarterbacks on that list that have more rings than him. Think about it. How many can you name? So we can name Montana easily, right? And then we name. I already named Bradshaw.
Patty, Bradshaw.
You talking about in terms of Eli Manning?
Just in terms of in terms of like multiple rings, multiple rings. Right, Roethlisberger and multiple rings. But like, if I'm being honest, in 20 years from now, when we still doing this show and no one's watching anymore, or everyone's watching, whatever happens first, are we gonna go back and be like are we really gonna think about Ben Roethlisberger if we're not like talking about Pittsburgh? Like, we're not gonna talk about him as one of the great. My point of all this is there's no version of telling the NFL story that Eli doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Eli is locked in. The greatest player that the game has ever seen, allegedly. His 2 biggest L's were to one man, and he just couldn't do anything about it.
2 biggest L's, even though it's not a rivalry in a football sense,
It is.
New York, Boston. I mean, yeah, New York, Boston. New York, Boston, 1. New York, Boston, 2. Like you said, Brady's the guy when it comes to the QB. You know, he's the ladder. And Eli beat him. Like you said, in 20 years from now, Eli's name will still be mentioned. Eli was able to get himself in a situation where his father got him to New York. You know what I'm saying? Market, big market. Didn't really do the necessary things on the field, but those championship games, man, hey, can't take them away from him, man. Yeah. And Eli's gonna have the butt of the joke on that side all day, man. And I kind of understand why Stroud said what he said.
There's gonna be football trivia questions like Tom Brady won 7 out of 10 Super Bowls he went to.
Yep.
He lost 3. Which quarterbacks beat him in the 3? And the answer is going to be Eli Manning and Nick Foles. It's horrible.
I never thought about it in that context.
Like Nick Foles is going to live forever.
Sound like some WWE. Sound like some WWE stuff.
Exactly. It's terrible. Yeah.
We sick and tired of you winning championships. We just have to come beat you to live his glory.
It's just,
sorry, Eli.
Yeah.
Here comes Gilbert for the championship. Like it's Gilbert.
Not Gilbert.
Fucking he's Gilbert. He's Eli Manning is Gilbert.
Absolutely, man. It's Stroud saying this, man. Obviously, you know, Stroud is a winner. He wants to win. Everybody in the world wants to win some rings. Absolutely.
So
you look at that. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and now we can take the time to say that he might be an idiot. Like, why would you say that shit publicly? Like, why would you? Also, like, if you're trying to like boost the brand of who you want to be as a quarterback, so you're saying you just rather lose, or throw mad picks and only win. I mean, only win 2 bowls when you go win 7. That's not what I want my quarterback want to do.
He might.
But championships matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course they matter, and it's not just championships. It's 7, the most. Like, it's crazy. You can't not want that. Like, I don't understand. You'd rather. That's crazy talk. I'd rather be Pat McAfee than Tom Brady. No, like that. What do we?
Well, he actually might have some hatred towards Aaron, like you do. He might just come off like that.
He might just.
Aaron and help his. He calls that on himself though. He's not really popular with the media. People know his relationship he's had with his family. He's a bit of a tool.
Look, they don't like him in his own family. Like, so that should tell you enough. You know, just.
I feel like he's definitely getting his voice around, his mind, his talk around. But like you said, Coach, it's with a bunch of people in studio. He probably feels comfortable with a bunch of like people that just live life kind of like how he does, besides being a football player, because most of those guys probably ain't football players. But in terms of just talking and yapping and talking and stuff, barbershop talk, it's become the new norm in this world, man. So you go in there, you hear different questions, random questions, funny questions, and you know he threw it right on the hat, man. And to have Eli, you say you'd rather be in Eli's position than Aaron's in this generation? I imagine for it. Now, yes, if Tom Brady didn't have 7, I'll probably say you're crazy. Like Will just said, you're cooked. Yeah. What the hell? But yeah, man. For Aaron's sake, man, you know, the young guys ain't feeling you, bro. You know, you get into the mode of the game where he's older. I mean, his career technically about to be in the sunset anyhow, where it's not a sign of disrespect from the young guys. The young guys just watching different people play. You know what I'm saying? And then you see Eli, the Super Bowl wins. Everybody wants to be. If you came into the NFL while Tom Brady was there, you may not thought you could beat Tom, but you wanted to be the guy to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And not too many people can say, especially on the big stage, that they defeated him. So when people see Eli doing that, he gets a lot of fans for the sake of he slayed the dragon. You know what I'm saying? And people like that type of story. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll easily take his career over Aaron's. Easily. And yes. You want to talk about Aaron Gate? No, he got put there because I truly believe that. It had nothing to do with me hating him. I also hate him, but like that had nothing to do with my decision there. No.
Nah, Will just solely hates Aaron because of the off the football field stuff. It's more to build him.
And then also he's so good on the field, but it's never like me. It's always we should have did better, or like those guys suck. Like it's never
Me.
It's never. Hey, Aaron, get your shit together. Never.
You know the correlation I'm getting is the reason why I brought up rings matter. Then what you just said, oh, it's never him taking pretty much ownership when he plays bad.
Yeah.
So it's like another person in another professional sports arena that we have constant debates about.
Birds of a feather.
We're gonna say that for Wednesday night.
We're gonna say that for Wednesday. Hey, Wednesday, we just let y'all know already. Wednesday's gonna be crazy, dog.
That's why we was late.
Please don't.
Yeah, we ended up late today because we were doing Wednesday's show in the chat, like in the backstage.
You know, I have to say this though. I've just looking at this, not that I didn't respect Eli's career. I definitely got some newfound respect for him though. Yeah, Aaron's got bigger numbers than him, but Eli, it's safe to say those last 3, 4, maybe 5 years, he's pretty bad in New York.
Yeah,
Aaron's still playing. Eli's been retired now, 3, 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's career yards, 59,055. Eli, 57,023.
And 0 Hall of Famers played receiver for him.
Yep.
Oh, yo, can we
get a man his flowers?
I told homies the half a championship. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna still be on my ass about that.
Here we go.
Well, you know,
Look at this.
The half a championship. People, Aaron, you're a great quarterback.
Hey, no, you know my stance on this. I will give you the half a championship if you take the half a championship for the bubble. Then you can talk.
All right.
Okay. Exactly, Michael.
No, the only reason why I won't do that is because regardless of the bubble or not, it was still the team assembled. Just the quarterback was just different. It was it was still Brett Favre. Donald Driver and all them are still Brett Favre's guys.
Okay, but tell me this.
That's why I laid with a half championship. It's not how he played. He played good that season.
How many rings Brett got with Donald Driver? I'll save you the time. It's 0.
Damn. He doesn't do like that. Aaron got he got his one. At least he got a full one. At least Brett got a full one. Brett got full.
We're not doing this. This is not even.
No. But it goes more to the joke.
Yeah. That's our gag argument because it's ridiculous.
We say no. I say that because a lot of people in this world are not going to say that. I don't ever think I've heard one person in the world ever say that's a half championship.
Yeah, but it's a reason. It's a maniacal take. It's crazy.
It is pretty diabolical, man.
If only Aaron played bad.
Dr. Evil level shit. Like
Aaron only played bad that year when he replayed. Wasn't that the year he replaced Favre that he won? Oh, that was the next year.
I think it was the
next year one?
Next year. The first year it didn't go, I don't think, as great.
All right, 0.75 of a chip.
0.75. Give him 3/4.
First time I ever heard that one, right? A half a championship. Aaron Rodgers, this is the guy. This is the guy that's supposed to be like Brady.
Hey,
Brady's after.
If it's just 75% of a chip, it's the one chip challenge chip, though. I mean, it wasn't easy. You don't just slide in and win like that.
Shout out to Aaron, though, man. Shout out to Aaron, man. But,
you can't make me. Also, the biggest thing that I hate about this argument is you fucking make me defend this asshole. Stop doing it.
That is the enjoyment of it.
No, 65% of the time I want to bring it up when you talk to Aaron. But then
this is a valid point. This is valid. That's valid.
Yeah.
But for a coach, that makes a way more sense. The entire team gets built by like GMs and coaches, and they're like, but the player, he just has to. If anything, I can say that it's harder. You come into a situation where the team is good, but it's not your team, right?
Hold on, Dale. I seen what you did, Dale. I seen what you did. Good job, Dale. I see what you did, dog.
Damn, Bobby.
Yes, but hey,
never forget.
They thought a halftime was there.
The Falcons have.
Oh man, it's cold blooded. But y'all really hate those Falcons, don't you?
Yo, I gotta be honest with you. it's literally the petty Olympics because we have no reason to hate them at all, and yet all we do is shit on them for 28-3, like as if we came out on the wrong end of that. Like we won. Stop. Like leave these poor people alone. This is Kobe and Jalen Rose's 81 Olives commercial. Like it's petty as shit. I don't understand why we do it.
It could be petty, but this is more what I said earlier. Eli is always going to be remembered. Always going to be because he slayed the dragon.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, hold on. BC alum, the guy. He would have been the second best quarterback in the league. That's why the Falcons get the fight they got because they couldn't slay the dragon. Remember, people were saying, could the Patriots even get back to the Super Bowl at that time? Were they ever going to win it? They went 10 years without winning one before they won that one. And
the defense wasn't great during that year. I think our defense finished like one of the last.
It's kind of like a Warriors.
In the league. They stepped up in the playoffs, but it wasn't a great team. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
That's cold-blooded.
And that's why I think the Falcons get that flack like that because you're supposed to slay the beast and you didn't slay him. Not only did you slay him, he came back to life. And then Julian Edelman said, listen here, review this.
It's also because just like with Seattle, like you did it to yourselves. Like Seattle run the ball, you get a ring. I mean, you get another ring. But Seattle gets away with it more because they at least have one. Atlanta, they're never look, people will stop mentioning 28-3 when they get one. That's when people will forget about that.
People forget about it, absolutely.
Yeah, but it won't be till then, like I promise.
All right. So, the international game schedule for 2024. You got, the usuals playing in London, playing in Germany, but this year there's a game that's going on in Brazil.
Oh yeah,
between the Packers and the Eagles. Actually, it's week 1, right off the bat.
I'd like to point out right away. Oh, I'm sorry. Let you finish what the story is because there's a blatant this is what the NFL does. But going on with this story, but
so it's a 2-part story. So the recently acquired Josh Jacobs of the Packers came out and said that the Packers and Eagles will be banned from wearing green in Brazil because of gang affiliations, possibly. It's a big thing there, colors. But since then, the NFL has come out and they debunked it, as the NFL spokesperson has denied that the Eagles and Packers won't be allowed to wear green after week 1 game in Brazil because the colors affiliated with gangs. The NFL also denied that the teams will be restricted to their hotels and armored vehicles. Now, before we proceed, Will, what was your point you're going to make, sir?
I need to be very clear here. It takes a certain level of stupidity to know that you have to get this right. This is the point of this is to grow the game, correct? You're growing the game and you want to give these people something they can love. You also want to give any fans who decide to travel the ability to go enjoy their team on the road in a beautiful country. Okay, there's a lot going on here, a lot riding on this. And you somehow don't do the most basic of fact-finding missions, and you send literally the only 2 teams that you can't send because they wear green and yellow. So you know what happened was? What had happened was some little upstart intern probably was like, it's Brazil. Send them in green and yellow. Send the green and yellow teams.
Yes.
It sounded good. It sounded good.
So it did.
Yeah. Even if they didn't tell the teams that they can't do this, even if they didn't say they can't go outside, even if none of that is true and they're retracting all this, you're still dumb, NFL.
Yeah.
You still look stupid.
This is nothing new.
City of Gold NFL edition.
What was it? The Michael Jackson, the video he did in Brazil. They don't care about us.
Yeah.
He actually, even though he didn't go out and solicit it, but I guess the crime boss there at the time, his representative reached out to Mike to let him know that when you come here, you got protection through me.
Yeah.
That should let you know what type of environment it is over there in the first place. I get that's what you want to do to grow the game, but logistically, probably one of the best idea, man. And like Will spoke to his point, you get the two teams, green and yellow.
You supposed to send like the Raiders and like and like the Cardinals. Like just stay away from those colors.
You probably couldn't even send the Bucks down there in the creamsicle.
My thing in all is like Will said, you want to build the game, but like you said, you can do research. You can do research on these things, and like you said, you invited two teams that wear green. But why would you want the game then? Why? I understand you're trying to build, but you obviously can see and kind of geographically like see where you can play the game at. Why are you playing in Brazil? I mean, my uncle's from Brazil. My uncle moved from Brazil here, and he tells me daily, "Oh, you should go to Brazil one day. You know, enjoy your time there." Da da da. Yeah, but listen here, I'm not a professional athlete. I don't got to spend a week there and prepare and all that. I want to go outside. I want to enjoy myself. You know, obviously, I'll look around and I'll say, "Oh, you can't green. Maybe I'll wear different colors." But these are professional athletes here. These guys want to enjoy their time overseas. Family members come in, take pictures, and just enjoy the time that you're there. But then you're like, well, you're going to end up riding in army trucks and all this and that wherever you go because it's dangerous out there. And it's going to be summertime out there. Y'all, NFL's wild. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I'd say, hey, look, it ain't for the players, though. I'll tell you that. Y'all want to go on vacation to Brazil? Go to fuck the vacation in Brazil in your own time. You're not here for that. Even if, like, I know they like to go out, take pictures, stuff like that, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to build the game. But with that said, like, you got to send them, like, now, like, informed. You got to be informed when you send people places. That's all. You could do it in Brazil. I don't have a problem. South America, get South America to love football. That's dope. But, like, bruh.
Say.
You can't just sit, like, you wouldn't send them to Grove Street in red. Like I don't, it's just things you wouldn't do. So don't do it.
Maybe next year you set a game up in Canada.
Yeah, seriously.
Something like close, like man, something that's not going to get them in and feel danger. You know what I'm saying? Coming your way, and then you got to play. Hold on, well, you got to play the game.
Yeah,
you got to play the game. That's the whole thing. You got to play 60 minutes in that environment.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But yeah, I got it. So yeah, I think we're gonna go on our first break. Does that sound like something that would interest you folks? A break?
Yeah.
A break from us yelling at people? Because I'm over here yelling today too.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just looking for the hose, that's all.
15, 20 seconds, we'll be right back with you.
Like literally with a hose. Okay. Don't go nowhere.
All Father God.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is Sheriff Cooter Wilmot of the Boudreaux Parish Sheriff Gas Station Beer, Bait, Barbecue, Barbershop, Laundromat Department. Remember our motto in Boudreaux Parish. We will find you and we will tase you.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen here, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask because I feel like I see something different every time I see that commercial.
Yeah, it messes with the brain.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen what I've seen, but I'm gonna keep it PG.
I feel like AI never stops to work. They just keep working on it every time.
Yes, sir, man. Anybody got commercial? Man? Funny commercial? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know, man.
Hey, y'all actually want to sell some shit? Come through, pay us.
Yes, pay us for your commercials, man. It's commercial spots. You know what I'm saying? We got 30-minute, 60-minute time slots. You know what I'm saying?
You heard the man.
Cash, man. Straight cash, homie. Great.
It's got to be one of the greatest interviews ever.
Right. So we still talking about, in a sense, still talking about the New York Football Giants.
Why?
They had a recent, I know, right? They had a recent retire.
Oh yeah, he hung it up.
Dan Waller
kind of talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Darren Waller finally did. Not that we're surprised. He got the marital stuff going on, but he said it was mostly based on a medical situation that he had that caused him to retire. He didn't explain what the medical situation was, but he did describe a scene about being at the hospital midway through the season while the team was away. He had a hamstring injury, and he says that when they was playing the Raiders, he said he started to feel, I mean, get his quote here, I started to feel like this fever coming on. The fever starts to build. I started to get the chills and stuff like that. By the time I pull into the parking garage at my condo, I get out of the car, I'm like shaking pretty violently, like uncontrollably. Said he couldn't breathe. He was in his bed the next morning. He called 911. Said the paramedics responded, and they ended up spending 3.5 days in the hospital. He said it was pretty clear that he almost lost his life. I don't know if I really feel like I would have died. That would have felt great about how life was going. That's weird.
No, I told. Go ahead, Will. Nope.
That's CTE crept up on him quick, huh? That's wild. Like, it's gotta be complications with that, right?
I would think so.
He's definitely heartbroken, man. I said probably like a week ago. I mean, we talked about this for the last few weeks. Honestly, he kind of been jumping, saying rather retire or not. But he's been dealing with a lot, not even in the last few months, but his whole career. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw some stuff out there because, like I said, we don't know what exactly caused the medical scare. You gotta remember, this guy was he was an addict.
Right.
He was an addict. You don't know if he's seen something that triggered him. You know what I'm saying? The way life was going. You know what I'm saying? Injuries, all this and that. Don't know. Maybe him and his girl started arguing, bickering, before that. It takes months before they actually call the rap. So, like I said, man, I said a couple weeks ago, this man, pray for him. You may want to call him if you're a friend of his. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's probably what caused it, bro. He's probably just thinking so much about stuff, how his life is now, being sober. And then now then when stuff goes downhill, like your girl don't want to be with you no more, or you get injured, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not productive on the field as you thought you was going to be with the Giants, getting a big money contract, all this and that. Start to wonder sometimes, start to go back in your ways a little bit. Not saying that he did drugs and that triggered it, but you got to kind of look at this man in the history, man. And it sucks to see that happened to him, and he spoke up on it. And, yeah, man, he said he almost died, man. I don't know that feeling.
I wonder what his help is like. But I hope he gets well, man. That's tough.
Right. But you stick your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Your life is more important. Absolutely. It just sucks for him, because if he had a clear mind, he probably still has some career left in him, man.
He walks away from a bag, too.
Yes, walks away from a good bag.
And it kind of goes back to, like, I probably sound like an old man in this situation, but it is what it is. That's why these players, man, you need to take advantage of the situation while you are able to play, because it can go away from you overnight.
Yeah, it's finite.
Yeah, and you never know when that time is going to come. It can be something that either you introduce into the equation or something that you can't control. But take advantage of your playing time while you have it. Maximize your earning potential, and just you can't just be wilding out, man. You can wild out afterwards. Make as much money, get the bag while you can.
Yes, sir. Get the bag while you can. This man had a very interesting 8-year career. Started his career in 2015 with the Baltimore Ravens. Played 2 years there. I believe he got hit. That's when the whole stuff in the media was going with, the drug use and all that stuff. Took a little 2-year hiatus. Ended up in Las Vegas where he bumped his career back on the track. You know what I'm saying? With Las Vegas, man, had some great seasons there. And then last year with the Giants, his first year, it didn't go so well, and then we hear all this stuff now, and it's terrible for his career. 350 receptions, 4,124 yards, 20 touchdowns, man. And like I said, man, if his head was clear, and all these situations wasn't going on, one brick after one brick. I mean, people would call him one of the premier tight ends. You know what I'm saying in the league. He had that stint in Vegas, and then I don't know if it was a giant New York Air or it's just him and his demons. He's fighting his demons. You know what I'm saying? But it's a tough situation, man. The Giants lost a player. I mean, obviously players can be replaced. But in all, I just hope the Giants too. And they don't have to. No team has to. After you're done with the team, man, they're paying you whatever. Everybody just keep this man in your prayers, man. If you're his friend, man, hit him up, man. If you haven't hit him up in months, hit him up. Something may happen, man. And I don't want it to happen. I'm not praying on it, but I know people. I've lived the situations with people like, and then a snap in the beat, man. You know what I'm saying? Something's happening, something's gone, and you thinking in your mind like, maybe I should give this man a call. Maybe I should hit him up. And I'm not saying die. He can be a simple. I'm not gonna get into all this. It's too deep, but he's living a deep world fantasy, man, and
Right.
it sucks. It sucks. I like the guy. I like his skill set. I like him as a player too, man. So this is why I kind of talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I like the guy's game. I like what he bought on the football field for his story and all that stuff.
That part. Well, next story, I'm gonna throw this disclaimer out there. I am biased towards this player for a particular reason.
Javelina.
No, but I'm biased towards him in a negative aspect.
Oh, not Javelina.
Not Javelina. So I'm gonna start this by saying one of the greatest Stephen A. Smith quotes he's ever said: "Stay off the weed, man." Randy Gregory. He's suing the NFL right now and the Broncos because he was fined over $5,000 in fines for THC that he says was therapeutic. I am not surprised whatsoever. The reason why I'm biased towards this dude is because the way he walked out of my beloved Cowboys' hearts and the shit he talked on the way out. After they stood by him after failed drug tests. How do you go to Denver where it's legal and you still getting in trouble? Huh?
He's still getting in trouble, like you said, man. I have to say now, when he got signed to Denver, I'm like, oh snap, maybe all this will go away and we can smoke weed and less fines and less money out your pocket. And apparently
They kept it hush. So
now he's suing him for about half a million dollars.
you think he really finna get that money? My question is, was he high like during practice? Was he high during games?
I think that might be the case because, like it says here,
Yes.
in the report, like teams obviously, they took weed off the substances that you can be, fined for, and you know, saying obviously you can smoke now. But yeah, this being a team guy, like some people in professional sports probably smoke a blunt before the game and all that. But there's a difference between smoking before the game and smoking before the game at halftime, before you get back on the field. And that's the type of player Gregory is. He's the guy that's smoking the blunt in between everything. And that's why he's on one side and everybody else that smoke weed is on the other side. Because he's just doing too much. He's doing too much, man. My man Randy's doing too much, man. He's trying to, it looked like he lost some butt or something because he's trying to sue these guys for $500,000. Hold on. How long he played for the Broncos this past season, correct?
Half the season. He got traded to the 49ers.
Okay. And then
another place they got weed. He gonna sue them next too?
Now he's with Tampa. Oh no, look at him. He's with Tampa now. He can't do none of that shit. Down there, you can smoke and not get fined from the team, but down there in Florida, that's how many blunts you're gonna really be smoking. We're gonna see him. I'm predicting here. We're gonna see him in the next 6 months on the segment on any of these sports platforms because he's gonna do it again.
This man, you be speaking some negativity, into the existence, man.
Real talk. Gregory gonna be, and I'm sorry, man. You know, hey,
you probably right
now. You're a weed smoker. I'm a weed smoker.
Yeah.
So nothing's gonna stop you from burning that blunt.
Fair.
And you're in Florida. You're gonna be burning that blunt, and they're only gonna take county to see you, and your ass gonna be behind bars. And then you're gonna be like, damn, for that check for the NFL for that $500,000 so I can build myself out. Because by that time, no team gonna want you no more.
Florida doesn't have medicinal.
No,
they don't.
I don't know. They do now. I don't know. I thought they do. They better.
He'll be on the fast track to getting that card. I'll tell you that.
So I'm looking at the story a little more. Huh?
I'm gonna go look that up.
Check that out for us too.
Yeah.
Looking at the story in a little more details. Now, the substance that he was prescribed was Jonabinol for social anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorders, but was denied accommodation to treat those disabilities with the medicine. Now, they both declined to comment on the lawsuit, as speaking about the NFL and the Broncos. Now, the NFL no longer suspends players who test positive for THC, but it still remains on the league's banned substance, subject to fines. My thinking process is he came in smelling loud.
He came in smelling that loud. So medical use, and a lot of states are now getting the boot. I mean, if he's medically prescribed, like Will said, he's gonna jump for that card, and I believe you could jump for the card in Florida. But cannabis in Florida for recreational use is illegal as hell. Possession up to 20 grams is a misdemeanor offense, punishable to a year in jail, fine up to $1,000, and a suspension of 1 driver's license. But several cities and countries have enacted reforms to apply lesser penalties. However, I think at some point Florida will get that. But like somebody just mentioned, Bliss, you know they got the gun line, so you know they kind of with that gun line and that drug line, they kind of don't want to hit you. He needs Xanax. Nah, but Randy, man, he gonna be puffing those blunts in Florida, and he's gonna think because it's nice outside. But he got that medical card, he should be okay. Just don't have over a certain amount, though, I guess.
Yeah, he the chill.
Yeah, no love lost for you, Randy. Though.
Hold on, Darren. Darren, you really just said that, dog? Messing with TB, he gonna be smoking oolies.
He gonna be smoking what?
Oolies. Oh shit.
See, I feel bad, but I'm glad I ain't the only one that thought that. This is what I thought as well.
Oh, he's the NFL Delonte West. You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
you know what's crazy?
That way.
He just got locked up the other day, Delonte West.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think during on Friday or Saturday, got locked up. It was
that dude's life is sad. It's a sad story.
Sad story, definitely a sad story. And he played here in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Guy, you know,
he got drafted here and was good too. We enjoyed watching him play here.
Good career in college, you know, start to his NBA career was solid, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't know what set him off, but something set him off. There's rumors, but then, you know, you really can't believe the rumors because you know that there's rumors, but I don't know what happened, man. And then he was a Washington driver with guns, and then that was it.
He probably banged Braun's mom, and then Braun got the Illuminati to MK Ultra his ass.
No, I think LeBron's mom was pregnant. They got an abortion and he ruined his career.
Wild conspiracy.
We're going down a rabbit hole now.
and Delonte West, man, yeah, I can see that. He can beat the Delonte. Nah. See, Antonio Brown's not in the league no more, so you know what I'm saying. That would be probably a Delonte West like, but you know he just went bankrupt and all that too. So
get well to all of them. What we got next?
Get well to everybody.
So next up, we got is probably gonna piss Tuke off too. Like I just got pissed off by Gregory. What do you guys think the impact of King Henry is going to be with the Ravens this year?
Hell yeah, I seen that definitely. There was something on Twitter today that I picked up, and it was pretty interesting. So we're gonna ask the question here, and the question is, second here. Question is in regards to Derrick Henry. How many rushing yards will Derrick Henry have this season in Baltimore?
1,100. If he stays healthy.
You said what?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to lose yards to Lamar. So
That's true.
So you said how much?
I said about 1,100, probably like 12 to 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, I said between 1,000 and like 13.
Mm-hmm.
It could be lower than that. You know,
I can see it.
Soften up because Lamar is going to do what he do too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that seems about fair.
I don't think either one of us will be more than 150 yards away from what we said. I think he'll be around there.
Now, if this dude goes over that.
Well, if he goes over that, they're in a good position, and that team is very dangerous because that means they're still heavily leaning on the run, and then he can pull that play action out, and he's going to be throwing the wide open receivers, which we all know is his favorite thing to do.
Chris Vick said he got 18 touchdowns this year. Darren said he'll have 150 yards.
I can see less. I can see like 970 or something like that. I can see it happening.
Listen, less than
second in rushing last year.
He was second in rushing, yeah. So like he was still rushing, and now he's gonna have a better line and a better team.
Didn't he miss some games too?
He missed one game.
Yeah, one game.
Oh, he missed one. Okay. I
Still, he missed
167 yards and 12 tugs with a trash O-line and no quarterback.
And a team that probably couldn't really complete a forward pass. They were looking like Georgia Tech out there.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
He's not
right, Chris Vick. Wing T, right? But wishbone.
We're just giving us niggas tonight.
Yeah, why am I like this? Like I don't.
You so toxic.
Really?
But you're still my brother, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all. So this one kind of surprised me today. I know Two gave us some great topics tonight, but I saw this like I gotta slide this in there tonight. Were y'all surprised to see that Tomlin got a 3-year extension?
Nope. You know me, I'm an advocate for Tomlin. But I'm gonna say this right now. You know why they gave him that extension?
Why?
He'll end up not even playing all those years through that. He might not even coach throughout that contract. He'll leave with some good bread. But in all, you know, the Rooney's are good. They're good peoples. The organization are good peoples. So I mean, he's done his services. I can see that happening. But in all, I'm happy that he got the extension. But this is kind of because I was kind of leaning towards the Lewises and things like that. That his coaching career in Pittsburgh may be over, but there's still some hope because I like Tomlin. But this extension here is kind of like you got a problem. You got a QB drama basically. Not now, but it'll come. And he's gonna probably have to deal with that. And yeah. This is gonna be Tomlin ended up not doing the rest of this extension and get some bread. That's all I can say.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's literally what they're doing. They even lined it up a little bit with Russ. That contract will end, and by then we'll know what direction Tomlin got this team going. They'll see if they'll slide in field, see how that plays out. Mm-hmm. Can he develop them? If he can develop them and they start looking good, they can re-sign Tomlin for longer if he wants to. But if not, this is probably our last run. Yeah, this is Tuke's 100% right. He's not gone yet, but they've discussed his exit behind closed doors for sure.
They're a class organization like that.
Absolutely. Overly loyal.
We've had like three head coaches, like 60 years, 70 years.
Yeah, and kept the rapists way longer than they should have. Like
that's all facts.
I rewind that comment in my mind. Oh Lord,
way past. They probably kept him like 4 or 5 years too long.
Hey, at least he ain't got hit with 34 counts. He's about to get hit in the cell like his man's.
Yeah, but they're way too long. He at least 3 years, well, possibly 5 years too long. Like I can understand like the first couple of years when it was like, is he all right? And then they just kind of let it play out.
Yeah, it's
turns out no.
About there for a minute.
That shit was getting bad too. It was like getting worse every week. Like, and mind you, the way he plays, he's getting banged up. But
he had no elbow. He was out there just fucking water hosing the ball down the field. It was crazy.
Hose water.
With the
Full
Napoleon Dynamite.
circle, people. I kind of do this.
You swing that.
Hose
That's
water.
fair enough. All right. Last topic before we get to our tier, which is probably what everybody's anticipating tonight.
You're gonna be disappointed.
I know, right? If you pay me, I want to take a look at 10 players who they predict who potentially could hold out during training camp, which is probably what training camps are about 5 weeks away now, 6 weeks the max. The first one, Ayuk, wide receiver of the 49ers. Do you see him holding out, and why?
No, he won't hold out because it won't help him. Because their situation is very clear. One of you is going to be gone. It's for sure. One of you has to go. Yeah. We even went out and drafted an all-purpose, like, I can't explain to you how Ricky Pearsall is going to fit into that system. It's perfect. And he's a Gator. I like him so much in that system that, like, I'm actually glad we don't have, like, I'd rather him be with them than us. And I wanted us to draft him. Yeah, they've already planned one of their exits. So him or Debo's gone. It just depends on
which can't
right, which can't. And at first I was, for a while now, I've been leaning, if y'all remember, I've been leaning more on the Debo side. I've been like, maybe they need to move because that's the expensive tag. That's where the money's at right now.
Right.
You can give Ayuk money and front load it and give yourself room or back load and give yourself room. With Debo's, it already is what it is. So I thought they'd be moving Debo, and they went out and got a running back, I believe, in the draft. I don't know if he was a great running back, but they got another running back. They got. I just thought that's where they were going, but now it seems like they're really not signing Ayuk. I'm shocked by this. I felt like, I guess he's proving our tier list correct because I'm guessing he wants to be paid like an elite wide receiver one, and they're like, buddy.
Say that one more time for the people in the back, Will.
Tier list.
Be real with you. Unless you're Christian McCaffrey in that offense, you're a guy that could be replaceable.
Oh my God, he couldn't be more right. Unbelievable.
Real shit. And this is the thing about that. Like, hey, Jake's an avid Ayuk fan. You know what I'm saying? But in the sense of that, like, you know, you pluggable. The coach has been doing that. He's always forever gonna do that. And I mean, you're just a number right now, man. I mean, hopefully you get your dough. You probably gonna get your dough in another team, but
somebody will pay, and in fact, overpay for that man for sure.
Overpay. Yep. All right. Number 2, Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals.
He won't have to hold out.
I think he'll get his money. As soon as CD gets paid, I think he gets paid. He's just
waiting. He's waiting as he should. He's waiting to see what everyone else is going to do. Like you said, CD, Jetta just got paid. And I'm guessing he's going to want money right either equal to or right behind his guy, Justin. But he wants to make sure it's above CD, which I can understand from his perspective.
Yep.
But they're going to pay him. There's no way. They're going to pay. They already moved on from. They even got the T. Higgins thing going on. Yeah, they're going to pay him. He's going to get a whole bag.
Cameron Hayward, defensive lineman of the Steelers, iron-haired son.
Yeah, because the Steelers will pay you. So I mean, actually, if they decide they're not at the table right now, they're also like that. They won't come to the table if they already said no. So if they said no, then
I think the one thing with him, he's 35.
Yeah, it hurts.
Man, it makes me feel old. I watched his dad play, and he's 35. Damn. The next one, speaking of Will, just mentioned him, T. Higgins.
T
I'm surprised he wasn't played his draft night.
Shocked. But they also realized that they didn't they realized, oh shit, yeah, actually we moved on. We're moving on from Boyd. So with Boyd out the door, this became a thing where they couldn't just trade him. I think they have to sign him. I don't know that they can let him go. I originally had said about this argument a long time ago to Jake that they're probably not going to keep both of them.
You think they franchise him?
I think
and sign Chase.
You got the that's what I said. One of these guys got to take the franchise move if they can.
And it's not going to be Chase.
Right. And with the market, and you just seen Jefferson and a couple other guys get paid, it's a little upscale on that money, man. So take the straight cash, take the straight one year max for that, or cry and get the force fed now. But I think for those Ayuk and T. Higgins, why not? Why not wait?
I'll say this though. If I'm T, you gotta hold out, right?
Yeah, it holds more for a holdout to me, honestly.
Just on principle of it.
Just on principle, but also they couldn't be in a worse spot here because he's about to watch his mans get a bag, and he's not gonna get the same bag. And I think he knows, all right, yeah, maybe I'm not quite as good as that guy, but I'm still good. This offense runs through me as well. And he's going to want a bag close to Chase's, and he's not going to get it. That could really sour the relationship, honestly. If they tag him, you got to maybe sit a couple weeks at best. Because then if you don't sit, if they tag you and you don't sit, you just come in and play, they're going to get you again next year.
Yeah.
They're going to do it again to you. So.
Right, they're gonna upload that. They're gonna upload for Chase. Yeah, I speak that. They're gonna continue to upload for Chase, and meanwhile, you're just gonna be the guy that they're like, okay, well, just do your job so we can get him some bread. You know what I'm saying? And man.
What if he goes full Kirk Cousins though? Just keeps gambling on himself. All right, 1 year, bam. 1 year, bam. 1 year. Now you can't do it no more, and I still want the bag. Bye.
Yeah. If Cincinnati this year could come out that little slump that came last year, that had a lot of injuries, that can be a true fact. Why not? You're with a good team, a decent team, and you're just playing roll the dice. I would. There's certain guys are not going to get what they want. Obviously, everybody wants this, but there's going to be certain guys that don't get what they want. And sorry to say, but you might have to play team ball.
And I know the fear is always injury, but with Boyd out the door, Chase about to get the bag and all the defensive coverage as usual. Maybe you just take the risk if you're T. Bet on yourself. You're going to get touches. That's not a question. They will throw you the ball. And Burrow's not going to be shy about it. He throws to everybody. Maybe you gamble on yourself. Just go in and play. This is, like I said from the beginning, this is a whack one for the player and the team. Nobody really has a lot of great leverage, and it's all shit. They got to figure that one out.
They can turn to hell real fast, too.
So fast, especially with, like I said, the most important thing, another player at his position is about to get a whole shit ton of money.
Number 5, CeeDee Lamb, Dallas.
I mean,
they can just wait in game.
I mean, as his agent, I'd say, yeah, hold out. Here's my problem, though. Management is so crazy in Dallas that they might start just trading motherfuckers. Like they might just be like, "Oh, you want to hold out? All right, we'll just start over right now from right here and just start trading people." And I guess maybe then he'd go somewhere and he'd get paid. But I don't know. Again, what's the leverage?
Be real.
He's a great player, I guess.
We don't got no money, right? We broke in the cap, right, Coach?
Yeah, they only got I think they only got like $9 million.
You have to make some room.
Yeah, make some room. I'm gonna say, hey, Will, I like your thought of trading guys, but I know CD's not gonna want to wait for no bread. This is what I keep saying. You may need another receiver in there in Dallas. Now everybody talks about CD and the numbers. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing. He's balling. But that's just something that you're gonna have to sustain now. You're gonna continue to have to sustain those numbers.
So when you say that, like, how do you mean though? Because so you're right. I do feel like they probably need another receiver. But here's the thing. Here's the problem you run into. You must mean. I'm hoping you mean through the draft. Because if it's through free agency, that's another receiver getting paid money that he's gonna want. That's gonna make sure he leaves even more. Or are you saying they should go get the guy and let him go?
That is real tricky. It's definitely tricky. We have no money. So what I just said basically just a scratch off because we don't have no bread. We can't go after no type of guy that wants some bread, or even just to be like, hey, you're in Dallas in in a situation where like you said, touch rock. That second receiver spot there in Dallas is meaning for somebody to go in there and touch rock, but the money is just not really hitting right now.
So
I just wish we could do something in that aspect because we need a second receiver on that side, dog.
I feel with CD, he got a lot of leverage. So I feel like you have to. CD for y'all is the same as Tua is for the Dolphins. You're gonna have to pay him. You're just in a spot where you have to.
Yeah.
So you got to pay CD, and then there's not going to be a lot of room to pay other receivers in that room. So you're going to have to get somebody in the draft or get somebody cheap.
So right now,
Tony would probably be free.
Your starters are CD, Cooks, and Tobin. Tobin's in his third year.
It's not enough.
And then after that, everybody's kind of young. Now, Turpin, this is third year with Turpin. But then you got Jalen Brooks, the rookie Flournoy. You got Crooms is back, who was injured last year. David Durden, who was injured last year, he's back. They're both second-year players. It's a lot of youth behind them. But as far as like potential, kind of tested. I think CD gets paid.
This list, man, of guys that could potentially be, and we're going to end it because this is Cowboy Central turned into. But this guy's still, I don't know what we think of these guys, but there's still wide receivers out there available. I don't know if the money's not right and why they ain't signed, or teams that not want to sign them, or we're waiting to training camp to sign these guys. Wait for the market to chop down a little bit on these players, but still got guys. Hunter Renfrow is still a free agent. I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me, but he's still a free agent. I wouldn't mind him.
He's a player that shit. Why wouldn't you have him? Like you have a need. He just doesn't fit y'all scheme, really, though. That's the only thing about him. Y'all don't go enough into the slot like them under routes. Y'all don't do that enough, which you should. It probably would help Dak. That is CD too. Yeah, he gets under too. So yeah.
So here's what I think the situation is. We move on to the next thing. After y'all prove your points, I think the biggest holdup is the uncertainty of what they want to do with Dak, because you talking with like 50 something million
right
now. That's where the money's log jammed at. If they can figure out what they want to do with Dak, then CD fall in line, and then they can try to be proactive on Micah's side. But who knows what they're going to do with that?
Plus, I think we all learned, or we should have learned as growing fans with my Patriots, when you're trying to build like a championship team, one of the first positions that you start to skimp on is receiver. Because if you're already paying your quarterback that much money, then he's supposed
for a reason.
Right. He's supposed to he's not supposed to then need a whole team of all-star receivers out there. Like, sure, you can have one, which would be CD, right? Bam. So you pay CD, but then after that, like, you can't really afford to sink any more money into receiver because
it's revolving. It should be a revolving door at that point.
Because you're paying Dak. Now, if you want to go out and get another great receiver, okay, then move on from Dak, because you can't be paying a quarterback and 2 or 3 receivers. It's madness.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. Hey, man, I wish Slant Man was in a better head, in a better zone, and didn't have these last couple of years where he was just not useful for his team, because this be somebody I'd be looking to sign. Michael Thomas is still available. If Michael Thomas showed us that he, probably still have football left, I wouldn't mind taking him. Wouldn't mind it. But we don't know where he's gonna get on the field with him.
And even if he was like 75% of what he used to be, that would still probably be your second best receiver. So
I would appreciate that. But because I've seen what he can do when healthy, but we don't know what he can do now because
it's been years since we've seen it.
Years. So it's like when you look at it, the only solid one I see here, honestly, in terms of like he can kind of give you production, and he's probably still at an age where he can is Hunter, man, Nicole Hardy, man. But let's get on to something else. Dallas got to handle that wide receiver position, man. They're gonna have to go low on it, but I feel like they still need another extra body on the field for them. I don't think the rest of them gonna help out.
I expected them to do more in the draft at that position than they did.
Right. Number 6, Jordan Love of the Packers.
They don't got to rush nothing. It's house money right now, Wayne. Now, if his agents are out there screaming and looking for cash, okay. For the season he had, okay. but you don't have to place nothing on him right now.
If I'm Love and my agent says you should hold out, I fire him on the spot. He can't hold out. That's outrageous.
He's in the 5th year now, right?
He needs every single snap to earn the bag that they're not 100% sure they should be giving him yet. They're not 100% sold. Nobody should be 100% sold. You guys are happy that he's better than like an injured Aaron Rodgers, and he's better than he looked in that first season. But like, nah, bro. He got to play every snap to earn the bag. And they still might be like, I don't know.
Okay.
Drew Brees made MT. I mean, I guess that's system. I mean, Brees was good, but
number 7, Hassan Reddick of the Jets got traded from Philly to New York.
No, there's too many at that position. I feel like,
yeah,
it's coveted, but how good is he?
He's only 29. I thought he's older than that.
He's good. I mean, I don't think he's holdout good.
He wants $25 million annually.
No, go home, bro.
Yeah, this might be his only year. This might be his only year in New York.
Take a nap. You tripping?
They let Bryce Huff walk, and he signed a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Eagles. They're not going to pay him. Number 8, Cortland Sutton. I don't know why he will hold out because Denver owes him nothing.
Because of the injuries. To be fair though, I could if I'm him, I'm like, yo, you had Walmart employees throwing me the football.
All right, that part right there. I was gonna say that too, and the fact that your number 1 horse is gone. You got traded, so now he's gonna feel like he's the guy. So, and you wanna have your QB there with somebody. You know, you got Bo Nix most likely gonna be the starter of that team, unless Zach Wilson. You know,
who are they saying is the front runner to start right now?
Zach Wilson. That's the crazy thing right here. So now, at one point, you got circus clowns throwing me the football. So I'm gonna need some cash.
Certified fuckboys throwing me the football.
If Zach Wilson is serviceable, does that redeem the legacy of Sean Payton?
No.
If he can turn,
we know he can work with quarterbacks. What else can you do? Can you not burn a franchise to the ground cap wise? Like, can you?
One thing I never seen Drew Brees do. I mean, I never seen Drew Brees live, but I seen this man live.
I never
it's
seen
gonna be hard to change this man's game.
It's
gonna be hard.
No soccer moms.
Sean, we have high hopes of him possibly doing that, but I don't have no hope in Sean Payton doing that at all. And it's gonna be a 3-week to 4-week stint that he's probably starting, and Bo's name's gonna be ringing all over Denver.
Sean Payton, if he gets him to play well, he'll be like, okay, and then he'll play well, and then they'll lose in the playoffs, and we'll all just be like, they are who we thought they were.
Let him off the hook. Number 9, Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback of the Dolphins.
Hold out.
Hold out,
motherfucker.
Stop back. Stop back. Hold out.
I got bigger, so I won't get hurt from you guys.
You might be on to something, will you?
Yes, it's therapy.
See, people in New Orleans. So let me ask you, Bobby. Did Breeze make Sean or did Sean make Breeze? We're gonna see what comes up.
I'll say this.
You started trouble. I see.
For what Breeze went through, for what he went through in that free agency that year, you know, after the injury and all that, the rotator cuff and all that stuff, the New Orleans faithful made Drew Brees, man. Now you can say Sean Payton, that's cool. But I just feel like that energy that they had in that city him coming in, the chip on him already. I feel like it's an everybody thing right there. I feel like it's a little motivation off the coach.
We built this city. They literally helped rebuild the city.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, to me, we're not comparing the two. It's like a Belichick Brady effect, but a miniature one. You just miniature the city a little bit. You turn them from trash bags to some class, and now they're about to go back to trash bags, but none of those guys are there. But when y'all guys was, dancing and doing all that, those guys were there. You know what I'm saying? So
what was they doing too?
Who that?
Who that we say?
Who that said gonna dust off them bags?
Dusting those brown paper bags off, man. So it don't matter in this situation who made who in there. They made the city and the team believable again.
Hey, number one rule as a Saints fan. Number one rule: always remember to cut the pie holes.
Miniature, yes. I mean, he was small.
I have no hate or dislike for Saints fans, but I am diabolical in the aspect of I'm enjoying the karma. Because y'all talk like y'all deserve a seat at the big boys table.
Hey, coach, some would argue New Orleans has had their fair share of karma. So maybe,
ouch.
Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not.
I'm so done with you. I've never done you anything. That almost sound like a hit.
Hey, it's New Orleans. I fucking wouldn't put it past them.
We're sorry. We're absolutely not sorry for all the shit we talk about the Saints.
No, we love the Saints, man. Yeah, from afar.
Yeah.
You know what I saw hating?
Right? Hey, from afar, so we don't get any on us. Like, ugh.
Yeah, there was a game in the dome like years back that y'all did us dirty. Y'all did Dallas dirty. And honestly, at that time, I had mutual respect for the Saints. But after that game, listen here, I hate the Saints. And then years later, I met some Saints fans. Oh yeah, y'all getting this smoke.
All right. Let's play a fun little game right quick. As a Patriots fan, or just as a football fan, what do you think, like, the worst I've felt after like a football play? Could be a moment, football player. Like, what do you think the worst is?
As a Patriots fan?
Sure.
Hold on, worst for a sports fan? Like,
just as a fan of the Patriots, like, just the worst I've ever felt in football.
I guess the Philly game.
Yeah, that's up there. That
shouldn't have lost to that team.
Yeah, we shouldn't have. Also,
we blame y'all for giving them
the Tennessee game.
David Tyree
when Henry got the touchdown off the
that
right there was like, no.
That was rough.
The helmet.
See, I think Bobby's figured out where I'm going with this though. Yeah, Tyree with the helmet with the helmet catch, the bubblegum catch.
Oh shit! Damn. Well,
but I was kind of a fan. And I had a lot of money for some reason on this one. I didn't bet a lot, but I happened to bet on this game. The shittiest I've ever felt was when the Saints lateraled the ball like 10 times. Deuce McAllister, Jerome Pathan ends up scoring, and then Carney misses the extra point.
That was Jacksonville, right?
They ran the laterals all the way up the field. Probably the best version of it I've ever seen. Was Scott Van Pelt call it the pitchy woo woo? The pitchy woo woo. Yo, they pitchy woo wooed all the way up the field, and fucking Carney, who, by the way, to that point, statistically was the most accurate extra point kicker ever, and he misses it, and they missed. I think they missed the playoffs because of that game. I had them in the playoffs, and they fucked up my sheet.
Breeze up in the house.
What up, Breeze?
What up?
All right, last one before we get to our tier. This man, well, it kind of plays into what we're doing tonight. Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle of the Buccaneers.
They paying him. We all just talking shit. We all this shit about Baker. And
he's on the 25 too.
You got to keep this man.
Yeah, no, they're going to drive him to the location in which they've stored a large amount of money for him because they need to give him like stock options.
Just don't go smoke no weed, Randy Gregory, and you hide.
Yeah, I'd keep Randy away from him.
Yeah.
Don't let Randy know how much you got. Though the media is going to tell us how much you got anyway.
But yeah, they're going to print money with worse face on it for him. That dude's about to get paid.
So I didn't realize he's made Pro Bowl at right and left tackle.
Yep.
And he's got an All-Pro on his belt. So yeah, he's definitely gonna get his money. And Tampa Bay normally does pretty good by their players.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't see them getting into a lot of contract battles with guys.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're gonna take one last break. Then we're gonna do our offensive lineman tier for this week.
Riveting. Stick around, folks.
Riveting. Be right back. And we're gonna be back real quick. You know what? Nah, we got a pub up tomorrow. Let's get it.
From STWF TV, it's the Chop Up. Get your gin and juice and fire one up with your boy.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It's time for the Chop Up. STWF TV is sponsored by Purple Valley Farms Marijuana. We got that good.
Well, we sound like a bunch of potheads. So this week, I'm excited. Y'all may not be excited. We've already done. We did quarterbacks first. We did running backs, wide receivers last week. Quarterback and running backs was there's a lot of chatter going on out there about those. A lot of disagreement, a lot of agreement, but it is what it is. Wide receiver was a little more calm. This week we got offensive linemen to finish off the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Bless you. Salud. So we got 6 categories here. We got elite, great, good, average, walking wounded, and the quarterback killers. Just put any LSU lineman at the bottom now. Now it's going to be the units collectively.
Yes,
so
units collectively.
We'll be here all day trying to do offensive lineman.
Excuse us for the shit we're about to do, guys, because this right here to me is gonna be weird as shit, but we gonna get through it.
So Took and I, we talked in a pre-show meeting. You know, we're gonna start off with probably going to be the easiest ones. The elite category.
Elite. We spoke earlier on 2 that we kind of had, and we had one each, and then you had to add another one. So if anybody, put your comments in if you agree, to disagree, whatever. We thought of the Eagles and Detroit as teams that have elite offensive lines. So,
Will, what do you think about that? Did Will get muted?
Will, I taking a sheet.
Easy.
I'm back.
I gotta tell nobody else, bro.
Or don't stop your shit. All right, so you did it by team. Yeah, that's right. I forgot we made that choice. That's brilliant.
So Took had Philadelphia as elite, and I agree with them on that. And I slid Detroit in there as well.
Why they ain't there?
Well, we want to see.
Okay, waiting for your boy. Okay, let's go.
You want to see if you want to argue with us or agree with us?
Always.
Either way, it's gonna be some drama and some great content anyway. But get you.
I'm always ready to argue. Let's go.
Bobby says Cleveland is borderline.
Who is?
Cleveland.
What?
Cleveland.
Borderline what?
They had 5 QBs last year. Yo.
And one of them was on the couch for most of the season.
Shit. So listen here. So elite. Would y'all consider Buffaloes elite or good?
Good. They're always too hurt. Their elite years are behind them. They could restock, but right now, no, they're just good.
Well, I think we can agree Philly right off the bat. They've got multiple All-Pros on there. Now they can take a little bit of a hit because they lost a future Hall of Famer in Kelsey.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if there's an elite defense in this league. Maybe. We'll see. But I think most of them that are good are going to be in the great tier. Okay. Let's start. Let's go. We'll go start the Bills. We got to put them in place.
Buffalo,
so
we
Bills,
put Buffalo at.
Good.
Good.
Say good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Buffalo. Off
front.
O-line.
First one. Oh, that's right. O-line. We're talking about. Why I think we're talking about defense? Yeah, O-line. Buffalo O-line. I mean, when they ran the ball, they were solid. They need to run.
Once they figured it out, and you and I caught so much flack behind that.
Just we're like, run the damn ball.
So
I live in Buffalo. You don't got to throw 40 times, 50 times.
We were saying good. We were saying good offensive line.
Yeah, they're good. I guess they're pretty good.
You see, they are.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're good. So with Buffalo, Deion Dawkins, Connor McGovern, Mitch Morris, Osiris Torrance, and Spencer Brown. Like Will and I just said, according to this article, they said that the Bills' offensive line found their stride in 2023. All 5 starters have played in 15 games this season, 983 snaps. They struggled giving up pressures, but teams have converted just 9 of those into sacks. So out of 143 pressures, they only give up 9 sacks.
Yeah, but that's a Josh Allen stat, not a them stat.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Him being elusive.
Yeah.
So is elite good?
Yeah, another
pick. Great, good.
Josh Allen.
It's an average walk and wounded and QB killers.
I say they're good.
No, they're good.
Yeah, good's fair.
They got the guy with the highest usage on the field to play every week. Yeah, I say they're good.
Okay.
Miami's O-line running wise seems really good. They're able to run whenever they want to. And passing, they seem to keep him pretty clean this year. So I think that's a great O-line. I'm sure James is somewhere losing his mind. But he probably thinks they need help.
They says when healthy, there's not too many offensive line groups more talented than the Dolphins. Unfortunately, They can't stay on the field.
Yeah, it's tough. They are hurt a lot. But when healthy, I think they have a great line. If you want to put it to good because of health. If you want to put it to good because of health, that's fine.
Okay,
oh, Bobby, if you didn't hear me, the categories, it is kind of small. See if I can enlarge it for us. The categories are elite, great, good, average, walking wounded, and the quarterback killers.
Oh, well, then you can put Miami in walking wounded because they're good, but they're just always hurt.
Okay. So walking wounded, too?
Yeah, that makes sense. QB killers.
QB killers?
He didn't even hesitate.
And
you think QB killers?
And they're so bad that they're not even good at that. They couldn't get Matt killed as much as we all wanted them to, but they suck.
So you agree with that?
Shit, damn! I was gonna put him wounded, but then you put Miami there, kind of like a discredit to Miami. So, this is my QB killers, man, because I guess they already killed a first round draft pick, or he killed himself. But either way, they helped each other do that. So yeah, I'm not mad.
The next one quite literally got a QB killed. Like,
oh yeah, definitely got a QB killed. First possession of the game, man. The Jets. Ooh.
Now, a little bit of a different look this year, though.
Who did they add? They added a big name, right?
They had Tyron Smith.
Right.
Average?
Yeah, Tyron could take a bad line and make them good. So,
will we say average line for the New York Jets?
Yeah, I can live with average till we see it on the field.
Okay. Yeah, said 4 plays in. Baltimore Ravens.
Great. Oh, yeah. O-line, yeah. Great.
Those some road graders. And then you hate to do it, but then you throw in Andrews.
Yeah.
Back off the injury, yeah, definitely. Great.
Okay.
They can hold up this year and not have too many injuries on that side of the football. Shit, they may be elite on the list next year.
Yeah, they should be in the AFC Championship against the Chiefs.
Cincinnati.
Foreshadowing for my picks. I made my picks this early. Yes.
Oh shit. I think it was right last year too, fellas. So y'all might want to take that.
I did take the Chiefs early last year. Like fucking.
I want to take that.
Super early.
Everybody know he just threw a gym out y'all for y'all to try money. So y'all paying attention. You know, I can cash out early if you want. You can bet the bet in as early as you want.
Chiefs Ravens AFC Championship locked.
Cincinnati Bengals were next on this list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen here.
I'm gonna
say average.
I like
I'm
it.
being nice.
You are being nice.
I'm being very nice.
You are being very nice. I agree.
And that's come a long way over the last 2 or 3 years.
When he got there, it was the worst in the league.
Yeah.
They didn't even, most fans didn't even want to draft it. They wanted Penny Sewell. I believe he was the same year. Was it? Oh, no, that's a Chase year. Never mind. The Browns.
Some Browns, yeah.
The Browns, Bobby said they're on the borderline. They're a pretty good line. They kept grinding it out with Ford after Chubb got hurt. Like he still was able to. Now maybe Ford is really good, or maybe that old line and system is really good. I think
they got
good.
them good.
Either good or average.
I think they're better than Cincinnati's line.
Me too.
So you pick good.
Yeah, good works. They might even be better than the Bills, but I'm not ready to make them great. So
Pittsburgh.
I don't think we can really tell. Their quarterback play was so bad, but I think they're not that great. I also think that they're kind of I don't know if they're exactly a zones blocking scheme, but like I think it's a one-cut scheme, and that's not what he's good at. That's why the backup, what's his name? I forget both of their names right now.
Yeah, pick it last year, Mason Rudolph.
No, I meant the running backs.
We got what's the other dude's name?
Warren, right?
Warren, yep, Warren and Warren and what's the fucking start? The
Bama kid. What's his name?
The guy from Alabama.
Yeah, the Bama kid. I can't remember his name. Oh well.
The guy that Dallas should go get.
He's forgettable.
Najee Harris.
Najee doesn't fit that system. Najee's gone though, right? I think Najee went somewhere else.
No,
he's still there right now.
Oh, really?
They
that's right. We were saying that your boys need to trade for him. That's what you need to do.
Pittsburgh? What do we call them? Average or walking?
Yeah, average. Yeah, average.
Average.
Broncos.
I want to say they suck because something had to be wrong with those teams, but I don't know.
I pick walking wounded, man, because I mean QB killers. I mean their QBs ain't died. They ain't died. They just wasn't comfortable with the guy that they had. The coach wasn't comfortable with the guy he had. So for this case, I'll pick Walker wounded because they're still a team. But damn, man, Miami being there is disrespect to them. But there's no other list to put them on there. I can't put them on the QB killers.
So people are gonna see Miami's line, and they're not gonna realize that that doesn't mean that they suck. That they're way down there. It's just they're injured. Yeah, they're injured, bro.
So yeah, Walker. I pick wounded.
Yeah.
Walker wounded. Okay. Kansas City.
No bull. Earlier, I was gonna say elite because listen here, but I don't know if I'll be hedging them too much. And, you know what I'm saying? Giving them that too much of life.
Yeah,
But
they're pretty fucking close, but he makes them a lot better.
Definitely. So we say good offensive line?
I think they're good.
I could even have them as great, honestly. Because they run block well. Yeah. Great works. I think great works. I think it's fair.
The Raiders.
I mean, I don't really know. They had a good running game though, for the most part, with Jacobs. But is that Jacobs making up for it, or
we won't find that out to this year?
Shit.
They gave her 21 sacks last year.
Oh shit. Wounded.
They provided the league average amount of time until the pressure in the pocket.
Bobby says they have a solid line.
So solid mean good?
Sounds average to me.
Sounds average. That's all I was gonna say. That's being nice.
Alexander, the pretty good.
San Diego Superchargers. Los Angeles Chargers for y'all guys and girls of football.
I assume they suck because everything on that team sucks.
That's a bad team last year.
Wounded. We're gonna put walking wounded.
Yeah, I think the only lineman they got there that I would start my offensive line with is just Slater. Everything else, yeah. So I would probably say
garbage.
I think wounded's kind of, but Herbert took a beating last year.
So I'm saying.
Wounded.
So we're saying walking wounded?
Yep.
The Houston Texans.
QB killer.
Hell no. They balled up.
They make good QB babies.
They got Laramie Thompson, George Fant, Shaq Mason, Michael Dieter, and Juice Scruggs.
I'll pick good.
They lost two linemen.
Who?
They lost two left guards, Kendrick Green and Kenyon Green.
Did they lose brothers? What happened?
And then they lost a third guard, Titus Howard, who started the season at right tackle. And they lost the starting center and Jared Patterson.
Damn. See that shot might go back to them. We'll pick good right now. We got to obviously see how this new offensive line is going to play. You know, the second year player looking to make a good pop after the first year. So I'll pick good based on the projection of last year.
Same.
Okay. The Colts.
They're rebuilding. They're pretty good. I mean, I'll pull them
average
or good.
Still got Quentin Nielsen on that team. So, yeah.
Yeah, they lost a lot. The other guys stopped being as good, though. It was weird for a little while there. It was like, isn't that Braden Smith?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he fell off. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, he's see, last year they allowed fewer than 2 sacks and 20 pressures. So that was Nelson, Kelly, and Smith. All three did that.
Yeah, and sometimes Richardson holds the ball sometimes. So yeah, it's pretty good. And so does fucking what's his name? Minshew. A little bit. Florida up 2-1.
Oh, they just scored the goal then. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Third period. Who you got the you got the
I want that Edmonton Oilers to win it.
Yeah. So do I. I kind of want them to win too.
I want Canada to win.
Bobby got him as average.
I agree, Bobby.
Yeah, I can live with that. Yeah.
The Jags.
Wounded. Trevor was not able to stay up at times last year. It was just a disappointing season overall for Jacksonville.
Definitely.
Not the fall, not the drop that they would want in the division that's trying to creep up. You know, it may not be the worst division in football next year.
I can go with the wounded. I don't think they're better than the Jets line.
Probably not.
Tennessee.
Shit, Derrick Henry was able to put this on work.
Yeah, their run blocking seems pretty solid still.
We'll say
we don't know about average. We don't know about the pass blocking really.
We don't know about the pass game and shit. We'll find out a lot more with Levis.
Nothing that quarterback, nothing that receiver. It's weird.
Yeah, we got to see with that whole team. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
So we say average.
Average.
Jacksonville is only returning a couple starters, and they were bad collectively. Yeah, I agree.
Dallas 2.
Dallas. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say good. We've had that great elite tag for a long time. I feel like we're hitting. You want to put this in orange a little bit, okay, but looks more yellow for us. But we lost some OGs. You know what I'm saying? We still got an OG. You know what I'm saying? 2 on the line. Trying to rebuild and add a few youngins. He look great or good, but for the viewers' sake, I'll pick good. You know, I don't want to tune my Cowboys horn on that much.
He said y'all put Dallas where you want. Nah, Bobby, where you put Dallas at? I'm curious.
Yeah, put Dallas where you. This is what we got y'all here for. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Bobby.
Now you gotta keep in mind, they got a rookie coming in, but as James had told us, BB was like one of his steals of the draft. He's gonna be playing center, but he's got 2 All-Pros on the side of him at guard, and Smith and Martin.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Dallas as good, man. I mean, no matter what people say about the offensive line, Dak was able to stay up. Was able to get some balls, a lot of footballs thrown to receivers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of points on the scoreboard. No. So yeah, I pick good.
And just so you know, too, BB already has a nickname.
Where's his nickname?
They called him the Juggernaut.
Oh man, we need the Juggernaut this year, baby. my boy Zeke said he's here to finish unhandled business. You know, here. So if he's that Juggernaut, listen here.
The New York Football Giants.
Y'all need Jesus.
QB killer. We see that man James Jones a broken freaking neck. They killing QBs.
He also sucks. He's not helping at all. But yeah
he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not helping at all. And the neck.
Eagles are good, right? We go with the Eagles.
I got the Eagles at elite. They only lost Kelsey. Everybody else is still got out pro.
Yeah, but Kelsey's the captain of that line, though. That's kind of a big loss, in my opinion. I feel like great because elite with him, yeah. But without Kelsey, that's a big hole to fill. The center makes all the calls on the line. You know that.
Of course.
Yeah, they can still be elite. You're right. I mean, they can probably still be elite. Who are they putting in there? Who are they putting in there at center now?
Yeah, gas elite.
I don't know who's going to be the center. Let me see.
Even after Kelsey's gone, Bobby?
Landon Dickerson or Cam Jurgens? You're put elite right now. We'll put elite right now, and then they added they added a guy in the back, you know what I'm saying, and Mr. Ronzo Tuquan. Tuquan was born before him. Saquon, you know what I'm saying? So see what the hell's going on. We're gonna put Eagles at elite, man. Hey, Eagles fans, y'all gonna be happy with us tonight?
Probably not. They're never happy. They're miserable people.
Listen here.
The Commanders.
Shit. I would say QB killer, but their QB was able to stand up, though he had like 60 sacks.
No, their QB is the QB killer. And we can't, because he holds the ball forever, we can't even take their sack count seriously. We don't even know what it really would look like because that man was just running around in the backfield doing nothing.
So we put Washington as an average. I mean, they did some good things with the run game last year. I like their running backs too.
I think they're average.
Wounded or average? But we put average because what you just described with the QB basically ass, and they kept keeping him in there being ass. So
they really did, and he really was.
Chicago Bears, we're gonna say wounded. But I ain't putting him at average. So I see something.
Bears, something about Bears. I don't know.
Would you? I think they're wounded.
Mentally, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentally.
And you gotta. You know what? How can we forget this? They're lucky they're even in that category. That man Fields spent most of his time getting picked up by his lineman as he got sacked.
He did, but also held on to the ball.
He had the ball on to a long time.
But he held it like a full second longer than any other quarterback, though. It's crazy.
Okay,
but
so we put him at walking wounded then.
So Zach,
as in everybody who walks in there is going to get wounded.
So from based off this criteria right here, worst QBs of the offensive lines on this list, we'll say Justin Fields last year, Chicago, Zach Wilson with Denver, Mac Jones with the Patriots, and I forgot who the last one was. Washington with Howe. What the fuck his name is? Based on this trajectory here, man. Listen here.
So we got the Lions. I mean, I feel like
they're
pretty good. I feel like they're good.
I got the Lions as elite.
Yeah, I can see that too.
We gonna push all the chips in on the Lions this year and go elite? Or we gonna stay safe and stay good?
What probably regarded as one of the better defensive lines in the NFL in a playoff atmosphere on the road against San Francisco. And for the other than some bonehead plays that they coach made, they pretty much held that defensive line in check.
Yeah, they did. It's a good line.
It wasn't elite against us. So I'm fine. You put him as elite.
Yeah, elite works. Moving on up.
The Packers. They gone through a restructure.
Yeah, Bakhtiari's gone, I think, right?
Yeah, he is.
I'll pick good.
Is Runyon gone there too?
I believe so.
I'll pick good.
Good?
Yeah, that's fair.
Jordan looked comfortable in the pocket.
He did.
That was the key last year.
Especially against y'all.
Yeah, definitely against
more than comfortable. like all pro.
Aaron Jones, that line wide open for Jones, and then here you go, play action.
all that man needed was a sandwich.
The Vikings.
I feel like it's a pretty good line.
I'm gonna say
they couldn't run though, but they had no running back.
I'm gonna say average.
Average works.
Average, okay. I can go with that. The Cardinals.
This is another tricky one too, because
they look good at the end, but was it because they got it together?
Oh, Kyle was back.
Because Kyle came back.
Yeah, Kyle was back, and you know him. He'll hold the ball, but he can do things with the football. So I'll say average for them, probably two, or wounded maybe because they needed him. But we seen a guy in Josh Dobbs stay up and be productive.
It's a weird team.
It's a weird team. I want to say average, but then I'm kind of like, damn, it doesn't make
I'm not mad at average. Average works.
They average, man. The Rams? Ooh.
The Rams.
I'm going to be real with you.
They're tricky, too.
I'm going to say good.
I think they're good, too. I think they're good.
Great or good, but more good.
Yeah. They, remember, that was the best offense in the league second half of the year.
Yeah, that's true. And what's the running back the rookie had last year?
Kyron Williams
he ran for almost 1,200 yards in 14 games.
Behind that line, yeah.
I think in 12 games.
Yeah, he was
doing it. He got hurt for like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, Rams are legit. I like that team.
So they're good?
Yeah, they're good.
San Francisco. They got Trent Williams on that line.
It's a big boy.
They say good? They say great?
I don't know if they – well, yeah, that scheme and the way they run, yeah, they're great.
I think great. Yeah.
They got a lot of zone blocking.
Yeah.
We got Baltimore up there, man. Shit, we got to give McCaffrey the same love.
Yeah, they might even be elite, honestly. Although, wait, no, the Ravens aren't – yeah.
The right side a little soft.
I was going to say elite, because they bust our ass so many times, and I wasn't. But I'm being biased right now, and not trying to give them that type of light. But yeah, good. Great is a good place to put them, but I would be elite if I wasn't a hater.
So you say you put them where?
Great.
Yeah, great work. Great seems fair.
Seahawks.
Geno Smith. Damn. Damn.
Needs improvement.
Improvement. So average. So we go on the average tier. Low, good, high, average.
You know, their running game's pretty decent.
Yeah. Fine.
So we pick good?
I got average too.
I got average.
Yeah, high, average, low, good. But we pick average for this thing.
The Falcons.
Does not play well with others.
Do we credit the offensive line last year, or do we credit B. John Robinson?
Hey, whenever they wanted to run, they could run, and they just refused. They decided that Ritter was the guy.
And they're getting back their entire offensive line this year.
Yeah, that line's going to be good this year.
And they got to protect the guy with a fucking or the prior torn Achilles. So it's going to be a hard task to do, Atlanta.
Yeah.
I say, shit.
I forgot who they had. I forgot who you were talking about when you were saying that. I'm like, oh, it's Kurt. And he's crying about who they drafted.
Yeah, that's not good so far, man.
No, that's a bad start.
It's a bad start. The offensive line really look at that type of shit. He already crying already. Fuck that. We're going to do how the Raiders did Derrick Carr week 3 against Washington. Y'all heard about that story, right?
How long before Penix starts? What story?
About Derrick Carr?
Oh, no.
All that crazy shit. So basically, Derrick Carr's into like the I'm thinking church. I don't know what beliefs he's in though.
Oh, he's
so I think he get hurt the year after the MVP like voting. He voted second or whatever the case. I don't know what year it was. I think it was the year after that. They had a game with Washington. I guess before the game, he wanted them to pray in the locker room. The guys wasn't for it or whatever. Really? There was guys on the team. Basically, they saying that the offensive lineman didn't play, basically, on the play, and he got Carr hurt, basically, because of Carr's beliefs. That's what that's the story I heard. And I was sitting here like, that's great.
Them Bible thumpers be raging.
So what we putting them at?
That's great. Atlanta, average. I put average.
Yeah.
QB's going to tell the story of this one right here.
That's true.
A decent one, at least.
Yeah, they do seem kind of one-dimensional.
Right now,
Carolina.
I'm gonna say wounded. No, I'm not gonna say killer yet because I think Bryce Young still has some.
No, you can't call them QB killers yet because they don't have a QB.
Damn.
I was trying to be nice. He fucked up. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to get Bryce the benefit of his doubt. He ain't gonna get Bryce the benefit of his doubt. I'm gonna go walking wounded.
Will?
They need to protect that running back better. Yeah, walking wounded. No, they're garbage. Like the whole team's garbage.
QB killers?
Yeah, they're killers.
All right.
Saints.
Bobby says they're terrible off the rip. That's just what he says. Shit. I don't know this team. I mean, despite the win-loss record last year, it was respectable. It wasn't crazy, but take it how you want to take that. I'll pick average.
Will?
Saints, sure, average.
I'll pick average. And I only say that because they have playmakers. The beginning of that, they got an old Asian running back, but he's still productive in a sense. The only problem that y'all see me to have, man, is the QB position. Now, the offensive line staying up, kept him up this year. Didn't do how the Raiders did him, but yeah, take on it.
Buccaneers.
Good.
Yeah, they're good. They let Baker work.
They go as far as Baker takes them. Or Baker goes as far as they take him. Let me say that because they're the offensive line. They're the guys holding that.
So anything y'all would change? A lot of average teams, but it kind of seems pretty accurate.
Honestly, I would pick the Bengals at walking wounded. I was being nice tonight. I would also pick Washington at walking wounded too. Honestly, this is me, but Will kind of enlightened me a little bit on the QB situation, and you don't really take that into consideration when you see million sacks under a QB's name. You just think it's offensive line automatically.
I know they used to turn around like, this motherfucker got sacked again. Yo, I hate this dude. Like,
matter of fact, we pick Washington walking wounded, dog. I pick walking wounded, man. And regardless of the QB was bad or not, that's bad as a whole. Other than that, I feel like we edged it out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a very solid list. Like you said, the only thing that's gonna have a problem is the fan bases of these teams. Yeah. If they do have a problem.
Washington be like, you pick him up this time. Like, I picked him up last time.
Well, Magic Johnson's there to pick him up this time. Would y'all like Magic to pick you up?
Yeah, ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help.
Saints gonna have Ramczyk. He is done. Ramczyk is done. He was the heart of the line. Udo shouldn't be starting the NFL. Is that the guy that came from Dallas?
Probably.
What? Udo?
No.
Did he play? Hold on. He's an offensive tackle.
Yeah.
I thought that they talked about I thought he was like a fucking cornerback or something. Shit. Now that you say that, I believe so.
And then the dude who came in for Tyron.
Yep. Shit, man. I'm sorry for you. I feel bad for you, Bobby. Bobby, you want us to change this to walking wounded for you?
Y'all over there starting leftover cowboy meat?
No, this guy came from Minnesota.
Ugh, that's worse.
So we're gonna pick the Saints at walking wounded, Bobby, just for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't sound too confident in your offensive line, which you're really truthful when it comes to your team. So we're gonna take that into consideration.
Why wasn't there a booty juice tier?
Shit, because a lot of these teams would have been booty juice.
Wild. Hell of a show, fellas. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to you, fellas.
Yeah, man, it's all cute. Hey, y'all tears, and we'll have them all over the internet, all week. So, feel free to comment, like, love. You can share it to other groups if you want. You can share it to your page. You know what I'm saying? More activity, more people on them. That means better shows. Yeah,
weigh in on the post. Weigh in on the tiers. Show us your tiers. Show us your tiers about our tiers.
For people that have problems with the tears, show us your tears. Show how you would do
because we know y'all crying about shit. So
or have your ass on here to discuss it with us.
Right. Show your face.
Nah, they scared of that shit. They don't want to do that.
And if you ugly, you gotta show your face. You can do the Jake and just
we can do the Jake. Definitely.
Just be a black square. Support black folks.
You said a square?
Yeah, because it just ended.
No, I had to make sure you got
it. Damn.
I don't even want to know what you're trying to
say. I don't think Big Darren is. He's behind the nice palm trees in Tallahassee. He's enjoying himself with James Winston.
He probably snoring, being late for work.
See, we got tonight. We had Bobby, of course, Chris, Dale, Daryl, Bliss, slid through here, gave us a heart emoji, and Bree. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate my man.
Tomorrow night.
Shout out to my man Ryan too. He had commented. I don't think his comment pulled through here, but I shared it on another page or something. I think he might have commented and I told him to show, but shout out to my man Chuck, man.
Salute. Appreciate y'all, man. Number love.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody tuning in, north, south, east, and west, man.
Chickadee.
Chop up tomorrow. We got another taste test tomorrow. I'm a little bit more excited about this one.
Oh no, I'm gonna be real with you. Definitely getting soda for this one because this is gonna be good. I hope.
I didn't even see it. What is it?
Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
Wait, what?
Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
I realize there's a lot going on.
I just
so basically, Dr. Pepper has had a line recently in the last probably half a year or so.
Oh, there's a flavor that's out. It's a flavor, and it's homework for tomorrow.
Homework, yes.
I would appreciate if you had told me that.
Although I actually no, my ass, like y'all caught it the last time when you were talking, y'all was constantly with him. I was lucky enough to see it today early, and I'm like, I wrote it in my notes like, get a Dr. Pepper strawberry and cream. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I will look for that tomorrow and have it for the show.
Shit, man, I wish I could fucking.
There's no way it's as bad as that Coca-Cola Spice shit.
Let me know.
Marvin.
Let me know if you can't find it in your city. I'll do some ghetto shit. I'll order you one fucking Uber Eats or something.
I'm convinced Dale set us up with that. I think he did. I think that was New Orleans get back. Because you know, I've heard things like this that are regional. In Chicago, they have, I forget the fucking name of it, but Chicagoans, they all, first of all, they won't even let you rep Chicago if you haven't had this shot in your life. If you say I grew up in Chicago and you didn't take a shot of this liquor, they'll be like, no, you didn't. So they have a special shot. It is like some kind of, it's horrible. It's deplorable. Nobody should be drinking this.
Jägermeister? No, not Jägermeister. What's the licorice?
It's like a Jaeger, though. You're right. It's like a Jaeger, but it's not Jaeger. But it's like a licorice type shit. It is awful. Awful. If anybody in the chat knows what I'm talking about, Chicagoans have a fucking drink that should be banned.
Bobby, if you want to grab you a Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream, if you can find one in your city, grab one tomorrow. We're gonna taste test it on the chop up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get our responses on it. We're gonna keep it into tomorrow, but I may have cheated a little bit.
By the way, this is one of Dale's best segments, by the way, this taste test thing, because like we already love food, and then it's a live reaction, and then we get to just level this terrible product so that nobody drinks
it. You can't say
everybody like this.
Oh, really? Now you take the thing off and just throw it at somebody? Is that what you do, Bobby?
What's in the hand grenade? It better be something that causes explosive diarrhea if you're gonna call it a hand grenade. Why is it a hand grenade? What is in it? At this point, I'm just badgering him. He's probably what he's
gin, vodka, rum, and fruit liqueur.
Does it come with an umbrella, Bobby? Does it come with an umbrella, Bobby? Is it pretty? I bet you it's pink. Damn it, Bobby.
Vodka, rum, gin, and melon liqueur.
Bobby Hill, man, your dad's gonna be.
Oh, okay, so that's a type of drink.
Yeah, of course. Look at this.
Look at this New Orleans type shit.
No, look at this white women's Instagram level drink here. This is
look like Champagne and Drew Brees put together and made a baby.
Yeah, that shit is the Taylor Swift of drinks.
That is a lighter grenade cup. I like the cup design,
the Taylor Swift of drinks.
When he said a hand grenade, I expected him to like drink it out of some pygmy skull. Like I didn't think it would be this fucking. That looks like a glow stick you're drinking. What are y'all talking about?
Look like an alien with a long ass neck.
For real.
Shout out, man. Y'all, man. Tune in tomorrow, 8:30. We gonna be here. Hope y'all here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a dope show tomorrow, man. The drop up is kind of took in an extra lift of great light, man. The last month and a half, you already been tuning in, man. So
by the time we're done with the show, I'm gonna be banned from New Orleans. Will, I'm blocking you. Tired of your shit.
So you cross the state line.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be waiting for you. Bobby gonna wait for you. Dale, Shada, and Bumpy's ass. right on the tip where it says "Welcome to New Orleans." You gotta be safe right here with the travel kit.
Hey, Bobby, I'm gonna get a shirt that says "Fuck New Orleans," and on the back
there he doubled down.
Yeah, it's gonna say "Fuck New Orleans," and on the back it's gonna say "Cajuns would be super pissed if they could read this."
Oh shit!
I won't be going to New Orleans with that brother right there.
Damn.
Oh shit!
He tripled down on that one.
Block me if you want to. It's only gonna make it worse. Ask your boy Bumpy.
Damn it, Bumpy.
Oh man. Well, we
shout out
appreciate
to
y'all
everybody,
hanging
man,
out with us
tonight, man. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. to Will.
shit, man. I gotta say this. Hey, Bears, y'all better win the division this year, man. We gonna Khalid!
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.